All right, everyone, here I am. I am in my office, and this is my bookcase. And you can see that my bookcase is overflowing. There are several things going on here. At the top, I have basically student books. So you can see here I have like little kid picture books. I have a spirograph. These are Mercer Meyer books that I love from when I was a kid, so I'm not getting rid of those. And then I have two cookbooks here because the cookbooks have overflowed. This shelf right here is crochet books and crochet patterns. So you can see here, these are like crochet patterns. These are crochet books. So I love them. I'm going to be keeping those. I don't anticipate getting rid of any of those. Down here is cookbooks and financial books. So I'm thinking I might be able to get rid of one or two of these. Some of these cookbooks I didn't even buy. They were kind of forced on me by my grandma when she cleaned out her shed, and I didn't really want them. So I might be able to get rid of a few in there. Underneath that, I have counseling books, religious books, and some dog books on the end there, as well as some yearbooks from years that I've taught. So I don't know how much I'll be getting rid of from there, but I think maybe I can get rid of some. And then at the bottom here, we have professional stuff. So I have like my home information, and then in the middle here I have a whole bunch of stuff from my graduate degrees, like work I've done. This is like my master's thesis stuff, and then we have like DCM stuff and things over there. So not that I necessarily need a lot of the professional books, but they are good to have around for reference in case. I've already kind of pared down my books. These are all of the books in my house for the most part. I have a couple of cookbooks scattered here and there and a couple of books scattered, but for the most part, this is pretty much every book in my house, and I made it a goal to fit every book in my house in this bookshelf, and they pretty much do, except for a few of them. So my goal is going to be to try to find at least 10 books that I can get rid of, just so that I don't have stuff like this going on where you can see them being put sideways, or like here sitting on the front or up top. That tells me my bookshelf is too crowded. So I'm gonna try to purge, gonna try to find 10 books. So here we go. All right, so I'm gonna start up here on the top shelf. This is where I have a lot of kind of kid-related books, like for students and things like that. A lot of these are from when I taught super young elementary kids, and now obviously my kids are older, so they're kind of above this reading level. Some of them they would still like, and I kind of keep some for like special rewards or things like that, but I'm pretty sure there are a few of them that I can get rid of. And I never throw away books. Like as a teacher, throwing away a book to me is just like a sin. Like I will tape it and retape it and tape it and retape it, because even ugly books provide knowledge. So my personal belief, I never throw away books. I can donate them. Like I said, there's a wonderful used bookstore in my area, and they take all kinds of donations, and I frequent the bookstore a lot. So I like to kind of give back. If I ever get rid of magazines or books or things, that's where I like to take them to donate them. All of the proceeds from there benefit the public library, which I believe in, because a lot of my students have to access the public library because they can't really afford literature at home. So let's go ahead and go through, and I'll see if I can find some books that we can get rid of. Okay, this is not going well. Like, these are books, I've already pared my books down, and it was a challenge to get them to fit in this bookshelf, and now I'm struggling. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, so I'm struggling with the kid shelf up here. So I ducked down to the cookbook shelf, and I found 3 that I've had for a while, and I don't think I purchased these. Like I said, my grandma cleaned out her shed a while back and kind of forced some cookbooks on me that I didn't really need or want and clearly don't have room for. So I've found 3 so far I can part with. So favorite recipes from country kitchens, meats. Like, it just looks disgusting. I don't need that. Then we have these 2 kind of really small cookbooks. The Cookie Cutter Cookbook. I don't make a lot of cookies. And First Love Cookie Treasury. So Best love cookie treasures. I can't read today. So again, I don't make a lot of cookies. I'm more of a pie, cake, cobbler person, so I can deal without those. I actually found a really old Bible. I've had this Bible for a long time, but to be honest, I have a nicer Bible that I use. It's not the New American Version, which is why I saved this one because it's a different edition. But this one I've had literally forever. You can tell it's kind of falling apart, but the other one I have is actually like, you know, leather bound, and it's a nice one. And so if I go to church or things like that, that is the Bible that I use. So I can get rid of this one, of course, and donate that. Haha, how cute. Can't get rid of that one. Come on. Okay, I found 3 more. These ones are perfect to take to school. In middle school, a lot of my kids really get into drawing because they start taking art classes like an elective. So I have this drawing book where you can draw the characters of Nemo. I have this one that even comes with, you know, 2 colored pencils. How to draw Monsters, Inc. And this one, which I know they would love, this one is how to draw the Transformers, so you can draw like Optimus Prime and all of those. And they're still shrink wrapped. Again, these are things that I buy sometimes for rewards, and then sometimes I save them, but these need to be brought to school, so these can go. Okay, so at this point, I only need to find 3 more books. I don't know if I can do it, but I think I can. I think I can, right? Like the little engine that could. All right, this book, this is a really, really nice book. I actually got this for a gift, but you can see I actually have 2 of them up here. I had to, so I only need one. I actually purchased this. This is a really expensive book. This is normally an $18 book, and they had this on sale through the book order for like $3. It is hardback, and it's so beautifully illustrated. If you have seen Rise of the Guardians, a lot of the images in Rise of the Guardians are pretty much the same as in this book. And it's like the most beautifully illustrated book. I can't even explain how absolutely beautiful this book is. So I actually purchased this for, you know, like gifts, because I have some cousins that have young kids and things like that, and I thought it was such a beautiful book that I had to purchase it. Hardcover book. Normally $17.99 US, and I got it for $3. So I did purchase 2. I just think it is the most beautiful book. So I'm going to keep 1 for me, and yes, I like kid books as well, and it's absolutely beautiful. So if you've never seen it, you need to check it out. But this one can go to school, because even though my kids are a little bit older, a lot of them have younger siblings, and even if you're older, like, it's just, let me just show you, like, it's so beautifully illustrated. So I do think my kids like to read at school no matter the age, so I do think they would seek after this one, so that can also go to school as a reward or gift item. Alright, this was also up there. This is another thing I got from Scholastic. This is a little stationery kit, and it's super adorable. In here it's got like a pen and little tabs and little post-its and little envelopes and eraser. I know a girl would love that, so that can go to school as well. Okay, so that means I need 1 item. Let's see if I can find it. Alright, so I found the last book. This book is an amazing book. It's called The Big Book of the Civil War. It's brand new. I purchased this because I actually used to teach like American history. Now I teach like ancient civ. So it no longer really applies to what I'm teaching, but it is so cool. You can see it's kind of like a pop-up book. This again was a really expensive book. It has all these little pullouts and little tabs. Like here, Jefferson Davis, you can peel that up and read about him. It's got these little cards that slide up and down. There's one, oh yes, this is really cool. It's got this little medical kit that you can see what's in it. This is awesome! Look, it's got a cannon. And there's one thing I think in here, where was it? I think there's a tent that's like so cute. Oh, here it is. Here's the little tent. You take this and you pull it up. And it's got the little soldier's tent, and inside of it you can see like all of their little gear. You can see like their little knapsack and stuff. So it's so cool. It's got a little pup tent. Super neat. So anyway, I know this is again an expensive book. This is normally like $22, but I know for a fact I have some boys at school that would like literally just die over this. I have a lot of kids that are like really into history and things like that, so this could definitely go for like big bucks at school at the garage sale. Again, we have a little garage sale a couple times a year where the kids get little character cash is what it's called, that they get like rewarded for throughout the school year, and then they can spend it on stuff. And this would be like a big money item. So boom, it's going to school. Okay guys, well that was a lot harder than I thought actually. I'm not a person that's just super attached to books like a lot of people are. I know my sister has shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves of books, and I am not that bad. I'm not as bad as most teachers, but that was actually harder than I thought to pick 10 books. I think it's because I've already purged through my books, and like I said, pretty much every book in my house fits on that one bookshelf. But I did manage to find 10 items, and it didn't take me very long at all. So you can see here are 6 items. These are all going to school. These are all brand new items that I can bring to school for the kids to, you know, buy with their character cash. So those are definitely going, of course, to a good cause, something nice that the kids will love that maybe they couldn't afford themselves. And over here, I've got 4 cookbooks, or 3 cookbooks, and an old Bible that I can donate to the used bookstore, like I said. These ones are really nice, so I'm going to take those to school for my kids, of course, and these ones can go back to the used bookstore. So there we go, guys. There are my 10 items for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you got rid of, and I will see you next time. Bye.